Let's be honest, version 1.10 of Stepford County Railway is the last update we will receive regarding any sort of route extension to the game, and that's okay. This doesn't mean that future updates won't happen though. I mean, we are still waiting for the 365 and 323 after all. It's been 3 years, SCR. Please give it to us. Anyway, that's not why I'm making this video. These days, it's quite difficult to make any sort of SCR video due to the lack of, well, updates. But I had an idea. Buried within my computer, I have past versions of SCR updates. Not all of them, but some notable ones. So let's take a trip down memory lane and take a look of older versions of SCR. So first things first, we're here at Benton Bridge in version 1.9 of SCR. This was the update where the Newry line was apparently updated, that wonderful update with Express, and before the new airport that you're all aware of today as of version 1.10. And there it is, the old airport. Oh, I've missed this. The old sort of line of nothingness. And yes, ignore the stuttery frames. It's Roblox Studio isn't the best. But yes, Roblox Studio SCR. These are all like legitimate files, by the way. These aren't leaked versions. These are all ones that I were given to work on stuff throughout my SCR days as the developer. So it's all... Oh, there you go. Studio's fixed itself. How lovely. But yeah, it's all legit copies. No leaked stuff or anything, because I'm not about that. I don't know if any of my viewers were here before the old SCR airport upgrade, but if you were new here, or to SCR, then this is what the airport used to look like for a good 3 years, if not more. But look at that. This is Parkway. Look at that. So barren and deserted. Continue on through here. We've still got nothing, of course. Go through here. Nice 45 limit. There we go. Through here. Ignore all these like blocks there for signalling and stuff. I'm not an expert at that, but it's there for a reason. And yeah, let's not look over there with that thing. But yeah, Airport Central. Here we are. Oh yeah, it looks way different now. So much different, so much more basic, and oh, these are the days. And then of course you've got the tunnels down here to the terminals. Let's have a quick sneak peek, shall we? Ooh, look at that. Under the map, unknown regions of SCR, places you've never been, probably. Oh, what's over here? Ah, this must be. Oh yes, T1. Perfect. This is sort of the same as it is currently, just a bit nicer. Then we've got, oh, this must be Terminal 3. Oh yeah, because of course there was actually like a basic sort of airport sort of design above the tunnels. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, Terminal 3, sort of like a sort of simple Stratford. Down through the void in tunnels. And here we go, Terminal 2. Epic. But yeah, what obviously came with this update was the Newry refurb. This bit down here. Let's have a little explore behind the scenes. Let's see what we have. We've got those things. Very nice. These little trucks. I made these. Nice, nice. Little flex. Little depot here. Depot here. You've got Faraday Road. Over here. You've all seen this before. You're all familiar with this now. Let's all go fly around here. You've got the Eden Key sort of Rainbow Tower stuff. Then you got Eden Key. Very nice. Epic. Go through here. Then you've got the Pacer, of course. Very nice. Go through Newry. Under here. As I've said, you've all seen this before. You know what this looks like. And you've got Newry Harbour. And I never actually knew this bit was here in Newry Harbour. Huh. The more you know. Anyway, on to the next version. Alright, so now we jump back a year or two to version 1.4. Now, a lot has changed between 1.4 and 1.9, and I don't think there's too much to cover between them. So if you want a full detailed changelog of all the past SCR updates, I'll put a link to the SCR wiki in the description so you can check out all the versions properly. There's a lot to unpack, so we'll just go for the major changes between version 1.4 here and 1.9 where we just were. And one of the obvious ones was this old blocky city at the Stepford East area, but I'll let you look at the wiki for that for yourself. But yes, here we are, Stepford High Street. Hasn't really changed much. Still that curvy platform that we all remember. And of course, down here we'll go to this place. Good old Whitefield Lido before the second redo. This one was kind of controversial when this went in version 1.8, I think it was, when it was updated. A lot of people missed the old UFC. I personally didn't really like it, but looking back at it now, it does look quite good, doesn't it? I do like it. Ah well, sometimes things change. We've even got the big logo right here. I remember that. Oh, and yes, here we go. Woodhead Lane Depot. What it used to look like before it was downgraded, sort of? Something like that. Oh yes, and this was back when this line was just one straight line. No bends or curves or anything, just one long straight line. A bit boring, but it's a lot better now. And here we are at Woodhead Lane, based on Southease. Very nice. Horton Rake. The platform design is similar to how it is nowadays, just more pretty scenery and a tunnel now. So that's still similar. And of course, we come all the way down here to good old Whitefield. Oh yes. When I was making this, actually, of SCR lore for you, when I was making this station, we had to sort of extend the platforms because they were too short. So I got this little sort of modernized extension bit. Had a bit of, realism and, a little different. I think that worked out quite well. You now find me here at St Helens Bridge. Looks almost the same as it is currently. Wow, this might have been the update where St Helens Bridge was updated, actually. I don't quite remember. But alas, we'll move on. Oh, great. When this bit had no scenery. Look at that. And the line to here didn't exist. The express line over Angel Pass. That was that was a long time ago where that happened now. Or is that quite new? I don't remember. There's too many updates. I believe we'll have a quick look at Bowden. Yep, this is quite old. Old looking Bowden. Oh, a nice little flirt there. We'll come back to this, don't worry. New Harrow. New Harrow has also always been one of those stations that are a bit underrated. No one ever talks about. Sort of suburb, big place. Yeah, it doesn't get a lot talked about, which I guess is understandable. Oh, thanks, Studio. And here we are, Ellesmere Pond with the circular pond. Old Ellesmere Junction. When it was updated in 1.9, was it updated? Or was it 1.10 the new Ellesmere Junction was a thing? I don't remember. Berrily. This has sort of stayed similar for a while. Just the scenery around it's been fixed up. And I believe there's now a proper entrance as well. East Berrily with, oh yeah, the old platforms with the trains do not stop here signs. Those are the days, the good old classics. Here we have Bewley Park, similar design, just, basic looking. No offense. Look at that, good old Morganstown. Back before it was completely redone. The layout's sort of similar, where you've got the tracks and you've got the two platforms there. It's just more modern. This is still here. You'll find that this has been here since the dawn of time. So that's pretty cool. Yes, old Hampton Hargate. Quite long platforms. I did like the entrance of this station. It was very cool. I feel like it looks better than the current Hampton Hargate because it's a sort of bit deserted, isn't it? Sort of nothing there. And then, of course, the old Water Newton. I did like the old Water Newton. One of my earliest memories of me coming to this station back in, well, before version numbers were a thing. Now that was a long time ago. Back in 2017/18. Wow. Round through here, and there we go. Rocket Parade over here. Back with the old Bantech Systems building, which still exists today. It's just been relocated. Very nice. And of course, the old Leighton Stepford Road. Oh, yes. What a classic little station this was. A fun one to dispatch it at as well. Oh, and the terminating air links here. Doesn't look like this anymore, that's for sure. The old depot location where it used to face that way instead of this way. Oh, and of course the sort of pink underpass. Who can forget the pink underpass? Oh yes, and apparently the best version of Leighton City we've ever had. There we go. This was a fun station to make. Very unique, very underground-ish. I sort of based this also off of City Thames Link, which is probably, well, noticeable from down here. Here we approach the old Edgemead. Very nice. I do prefer this Edgemead because it hasn't got a bizarre sort of track layout with the junctions that don't make sense and the weird platforms, but hey, I'm not the boss. This isn't my game. Faymere hasn't changed. That's good. Good old Faymere. Same goes for the depot and, what's the station? Is this Wester Coast? It is. Well, apart from the fact the platforms are longer and there's a footbridge now. Millcastle Racecourse. It's a bit different to this now. You haven't got the platforms in the middle. The trains just go wrap around them. This bit's sort of similar. This bit hasn't changed that much. On the approach to West Wyvern, this bit hasn't really changed either. Well, the footbridge is definitely better. Oh, the old express branding! I remember this purple. Oh, this takes me back, man. Oh, and that footbridge. Oh, I remember the old express branding. Starway Lock, still the same. North Shore, which I believe has been extended. Yep, it's been extended in the newer version and has a passing track on this side. And of course, the original Lynn. Well, this, because version 1.4 was the version of Express releasing, I believe. And this was the first time people could drive down here. And this is what it looks like. With the two tunnels. Lot of long tunnels. Then you go to the famous rainbow corridor. This bit was a cool section. Then we go for the sort of King's Cross style approach, where you got the sort of high speed one going over here, but obviously no high speed one. And here we are, the old Lynn. Oh my goodness, this is way smaller than it is now, that's for sure. I mean, look at it, it's tiny. You couldn't fit a, what is it, 3, 4, 5 down here? Oh, and these canopies are, they are, oof, I remember they weren't the best canopies, I'll be honest. And yes, the ramp, the skate ramp down to the platforms, and the old entrance. Oh yeah. And before I forget, we're back at West Benton, because we've got the old Newry line before the upgrade of version 1.9 that we were just at a couple of minutes ago. Oh yeah. Faraday Road, not as many tracks though. Station looks the same. Oh yes, the line to Eden Quay. Oh yeah, this was a famous place for taking pictures, especially at night time. This was truly amazing. And this, I kept overshooting here. This one SCR marker I would always overshoot. How dare you? Anyway, and the old Newry. Wow, this has changed, hasn't it? You still got the sort of similar, well, kind of, this bit's on this side now, and you got platforms, but it's the same sort of, almost same design, you get it. And of course, the update where everyone thought that freight was going to be a thing. It's just scenery, guys, I promise. Hello there. And yes, of course, the old Newey. Amazing. But yes, seeing as we're at the end of the line, let's head on to the next version. And here we are, the famous 1.1, the update that brought us Airlink. Oh yes, this was a major update, apart from version 1 obviously, that was pretty big. But back then, this was a big deal. I remember coming into the old Stepford East ROC and looking back at the express trains flying up here because they were spawning non-stop because people wanted to go on Airlink. But yes, this was... oh, this takes me back. I'm going to get emotional at the end of this video. Oh dear. Anyway, let's start from the beginning. Stepford Victoria. A lot has changed between now and 1.4. So let's take our time. This is going to be a very long video. Good luck for me for editing this. This is going to be a pain. But yes, Stepford Victoria. We're going to quickly go through this. So get your notebooks out. We're going to be making a list. Stepford Victoria. Financial quarter. Very nice. The old financial quarter. Floating ballast. Hello, sir. This was before Willowfield existed. Oh. City Hospital. This remained like this for a couple of years. The old Stepford Central. Now, the Stepford Central has gone through multiple upgrades throughout the years. This being one of the first ones, I believe. I do love this old design of Stepford Central. Still got this old entrance here. Just looks a bit nicer. And of course the Airlink platforms. This was before the Whitefield line was even thought about bringing back. So we've still got the old remnants of it. So we'll have a quick look. We've got the old Lido. Back when Metro and Tramlink were on the list of things to add, but not anymore. Those days are sadly over. Also, what is that ramp? A non-existing Stepford United Football Club. I guess they didn't like football back then. Then over here we have Woodhead Lane Depot. And then here we've got Woodhead Lane, I believe. Correct. Good old Horton Rake. Oh. As you can see from the design of this, I kind of... well, I didn't nick it. I used it as inspiration. Because you've got the little wooden thing still. But yeah, I wish I should have kept that footbridge in, but oh well. And of course, Whitefield probably looks familiar because it's, well, red instead of blue, and the platform's a bit shorter. But yeah, this was the old, very first Whitefield. But yes, that's enough of that line. Hello, old St. Helens Bridge. Oh, I really wish they kept this, where sort of the express tracks, not yet in use, were sort of covered up. That was a really cool thing. Oh, it's a real shame they got rid of that. Oh well. For this, we're going to split down the main line, because this bit is sort of the same. Not much different here. So we'll go down here. Angel Pass. I think we can safely say Angel Pass is the only station in the whole game that hasn't changed. At all. If not only a little bit. Come on, SCR devs, let's upgrade the station, I'll do it. The old Bowden, we were here earlier, except this time... oh yeah, the old paper trains. You've got the Pride 350, the old duck face looking 802, the 68, and the Airlink 185, with the bogies, the famous bogies. Good old Bowden Station, and who can forget this... secrets. Under Coxley. Now, Coxley is interesting because it used to look like this. Very cool. I like the old Coxley. And you've even got the old ROC. Now, unfortunately, I can't find any versions before this, but this used to be the control desk. I'll probably flash a picture up on screen or something to show you what it would have looked like. But that's where that was. West Benton! Yes! Back when it was very blue and boring. Oh yeah, my beloved. Ooh, this Benton looks different. That's because this was when I believe the Benton ROC was a thing? Maybe not. I forget which. Oh no, Stepford East was the new ROC because of Airlink. I remember now. Oh yeah, the memories are flooding back. Oh, the old Benton, how I missed you. Oh, we've got the old Port Benton as well, with the roof. Been there for a while. Before the bridge. No, that thing. Yeah, before that was a thing. And the old Benton Bridge. And level crossing. Look at that. And as I said earlier, this thing is still here. Of course. The old. Wait. Oh, yes. Old Leighton City. Oh, look at this. This was a good Leighton City. I really love past SCR, man. Simpler times when everything was just simple and all wholesome and less chaotic and popular. No, I'm joking. I like how far that's come. And yeah, this was where the line only went as far as Edgemead. Anything past that? Well, there we go. Untouched. The old Leighton City. Or, sorry, Lynn by the Sea. If you want me to go down that line one day, you've probably all seen it. Let me know in the comments, and I might make a part 2 to this video. A more in-depth look. Or I can just do a little video of exploring that line. What do you think? Although, most of you probably know what's down there, but for those who don't, leave a like. And I'll see what I can do. Because this video is already way too freaking long. And on that note, I think I'm gonna leave this video here. What a trip down memory lane. If you want me to do a part 2 of this, where we go down the Lynn line, as I said, make sure to hit that like and subscribe. It's a very tempting idea I might do if you really enjoy this video. It's a bit different to what I normally do, but I thought, you know what? Why not? Let's look in the past of SCR, what it was like back in the day. If you do want me to do other things like this, so go back in time, look at past pictures like I've already done before, link up there in the top right, blink blink. But yeah, I will do it again. I did like this. And as obviously I couldn't fit as much in as I'd like to, because there's just so many new features added throughout the years, and this video would have gone for ages. But as I said, if you want me to do a part 2, leave a like, comment, say you want a part 2, and I'll do more. And if you do want to have a look at the change logs, I will link to the SCR wiki page of all the versions, and you can have a look at what was changed in each one after version 1.0. And with that, I will see you guys in the next video.